What is up, everybody? It's me45. We are back with Let's Get Sticky, the 31st episode with our guest, Broncoboy718, and my daughter, Aaliyah, joining us in the background of this show. She got her nice purple hair to go with the Get Sticky stuff, you know what I mean? Wanted to be part of the show. So, got our guy in here. He just got affiliated, like a week ago, 2 weeks ago. He's been inside this community, the Madden community.
Thought he was going a different direction
for like ridiculous amount of time. We would call him the roadie of the community, I would say. He's all over the place. So let's get into you and how you got into all this, man.
Man, to be honest, it's a little weird story. Like I started playing Madden. Man, I couldn't tell you when I was, I don't know, the first copy that ever came out. I played that one, so I'm old school. But man, I don't know. I started watching YouTube videos and trying to figure out different little things. Man, I've always played MUT, but I usually get mad at it and just quit it and start playing CFMs with my friends, or find some guys that's got some bigger ones and get in those. And I just play that usually for the later half of the year. But man, I got into watching them, different people, man, on YouTube, and realized they streamed on Twitch. And I was like, man, what the hell is Twitch? So I got on there and I realized there's like this whole broad community of people that are doing all this stuff that, man, I really enjoy. I enjoy watching it. I enjoy being a part of it, man. I enjoy streaming it, man. It's just fun for me. Like it's all about fun. Like if you're not having fun with it, man, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. I came in and I caught like ScoMo. I watched some of ScoMo's videos and the actual CC, and I watched their YouTube videos and learned different stuff, man. I watched their pack openings and different stuff like that. And then I realized ScoMo streamed. And right when I found Twitch, CC was actually streaming then, which I know he does now, but he didn't for a while. I don't know if people noticed that, but he was streaming then, and I watched him a couple times. So I started typing in Madden and just finding different people, man. And I found J-Dub and Big Cat, man, and all kinds of people, man, who actually support the hell out of me. And I have nothing but love for those guys. And man, every morning on the way to work, I turn J-Dub on, I have my coffee, my trees, and I watch Coffee and Trees and Madden. Like, I don't know, man. I really enjoyed it, like, to the fullest. And I was like, man, I definitely got to be a part of this some kind of way. And, for a while, I called me and Murphy D, we're chat rats. I don't know if Murph's in here. I hope he is. But he'll know exactly what I'm talking about, man. We were everywhere. Retro, Yumi, and every chat I'm in, we see each other. We talk to each other. There's a bunch of guys like that just float around. It's all the Madden guys. And even when the guys aren't playing Madden, we go in there and still support them. And, man, I haven't left yet. And it seems like it don't matter what the dollars are like, man. If I support you, man, I'm going to subscribe to your channel. I'm going to drop biddies. I'm going to do things like that just because of how much I appreciate all this. And I want to be a part of it. So I feel like, so that's how I became a part of it.
And then what made you hit the live button? Like, what got you there?
Man,
what made you want to go like poof and leave
the chat rats,
and not be like a chat rat no more?
Like my buddies, the chat rats were like, man, you gotta stream. And I was like, man, I don't have the capabilities from my home. Like where I live, like literally the fastest internet speed that's available. I live out in the country. It's DSL, and like the upload speed is literally less than 1 megabyte per second. And I think you need at least like 6 to stream
probably
live.
About 10.
Yeah, and I think 10 is more of the what you really need. But they say 6, I guess. But I don't even have that. So like I had a friend that I actually played Madden in a CFM with, which we call it a local CFM, but guys from other places play that we just know that live, in different states or whatever. And one of my guys I met on there, man, his name's Pat. I'm sitting in his room right now while he's working for the post office. Shout out to Pat. He was like, man, I got all the stuff if you want to do that. And, everybody had been hounding me like, come on, man, stream. We want you to do it too, man. Everybody's, small time streamers, at least you could try, do something with it. I was like, man, I'm totally down. I said, I've wanted to since the first time I laid eyes on one of these guys doing it. I mean, I've always wanted to. So I came over here and we set up a little bit, and man, if it wasn't for him, like we wouldn't be doing this because not only am I not tech savvy, but I'm also not computer savvy. So like he's taught me a bunch of stuff, and it's a daily reminder of the things that I have to do and certain things.
Yeah, I mean,
But
it takes its time to learn it, man. It's definitely when you first
yeah,
get into it, it's a lot. Because you're learning
oh
how
yeah,
you're learning how the computers work. You're learning how OBS works. You're learning how Twitch works. Learning how it all
man,
integrates into each other. Like it's not
oh
easy.
yeah.
I remember those days.
Broncoboy streams on Twitch. See, I've been catching hell with this. I guess I made it apparent in my man Big Kep's Discord. I think I was arguing with my man Cygor because I was like, man, you were supposed to help me set my Discord up. And they see me say that, and it has been something ever since. So
It definitely
yeah,
has
y'all
been.
stream on Twitch.
Guys, if you
Oh,
didn't
man.
know, he streams on Twitch.
Everyone Kool-Aid, all the ICG people.
Broncoboy718 is his name.
Texas
On
Rafe.
Twitch. On Twitch. Not YouTube, not Mixer, not Facebook.
Make sure you don't type
But-
two Y's. Evidently, I'm big enough to have a wannabe on Twitch now too.
But on Twitch. Nowhere else. Only on Twitch.
I'll set this up at. It'll be better. I'm not gonna mess with it.
Nah, but I mean, it's kind of cool to see it happen. Like I've been in the community for a while. I mean, you've been around me for a while, but being in the community for a while, I've seen you everywhere. Like when he literally guys says he's everywhere. He's everywhere. I go into a channel and I'll be sitting there and then you'll see his name pop up. I'm like, damn man, like I was just seeing you over here. Like, fucking stop following me. Stay somewhere.
That's what people tell me all the time. Quit following me, man. You're literally coming in every chat I'm in, and I'm like, man, I feel bad if I don't visit certain people. You know what I mean? Like, I hate that. People are like, man, you shouldn't feel that way. Nobody cares. Like, nobody's like, oh man, Bronco boy didn't come through today. What am I gonna do? I'm like, yeah, I know, but like, when you go somewhere every day,
like I'm not gonna lie, that gets to me sometimes. Like, it'll make me wonder, like, if you're okay or something.
Yeah,
like,
did I do something or whatever? And that's how I figured people would feel. You know what I mean?
Well, that's not
and
everybody. Some people be like, yeah, fuck it, whatever. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
right,
But like,
right. I mean,
like when you become part of a community like that, though, like you're part of,
right.
You're in my stream when I'm doing this. Like you usually swing through all the time, so like you're part of that. Like you're usually there
Right.
every day, and then when you're not there, you're like, yo, where the fuck is he at, dude? Like what's going on? Like he fucking break his leg or something? Like you don't know, you never mean. Like when people go quiet, I get like that. I'm like, yo, like this is my guy. Like these guys are here every time. Like
Yeah, man. It was hard. Like when I worked all the time when I first found, like I literally found Twitch. Let's see. I've been 8 months subscribers to Big Kep's channel, and I know he was one of the first people I subbed to. So I've literally been on here for like 8.5 months, maybe, before I really figured out what it really was and what was going on. And some of these guys made their living that way. Like if they make their living that way, like I'm a little bit more to support them because, I mean, you know, I would want somebody to support me if that's how I made my living, which I don't. So, you know, I don't expect people coming through dropping, 20 subs and all that crazy stuff. When they do, I'm super appreciative. I don't like my first affiliate stream, which is the big party everybody talks about. I got the keys to the city and I brought all my 3 guinea pigs and all 18 of my kids.
damn, 18 kids? Woo.
That's the rumor on the street for the big time affiliate party, I guess. I don't know, man. They made up all kinds of stuff and they went hard on me too. Twitter, every stream I went into. I did too, man. Like I told Big Cap, I said, man, y'all are really busting my balls, man. Like,
yo, they're in there for the memes.
Okay,
like,
Leah's gone. Good. I don't like talking like that.
If you give
girls,
if you give them one shot, if you give this community one fucking shot to get you, you're done.
Yeah, well, like I told Big Cap, I said, man, you busted my balls like extra on this one. He's like, how many extra followers you got? I was like, about 30, 40 maybe. He's like, exactly. Shut up. I was like, okay, I see what you're doing. I got you. I was like, man, I was like, hey, I appreciate it. I guess just bust away. This is the last time somebody just gave you permission to do that.
Until your balls ain't there no more. You're like, damn, is it even my channel anymore?
Oh, you want to talk about people busting balls on Twitter, really? Yo, Rafe. We got on Rafe because he redid his Twitter and hadn't got back to following everybody yet. So we went hard on him the other day.
I think Rafe's like one of the biggest ball busters in chats.
Oh, facts.
You get him fired up. You get Rafe fired up. Rafe taking it to he goes to the next level.
Oh yeah, I love
There's
it.
no like 50%. It's 0 to 100.
You gotta love it, man. Like that was one thing I noticed. Like when I got on Twitch, I was like, you had to really meet people because some people are like really smart asses, and Rafe's one of them. And like you have to really get to know these guys on a personal level. Like, follow them on Twitter, they follow you back. Like comment
Yeah.
on their stuff, and then you actually get to get real talk with them. You know what I mean? And then you learn what kind of people they are. Man, people don't know it, but Rafe streams too because he rarely ever does it, and he hits rerolls for like hours when he does. But and Rafe's a super entertaining guy, man, and he don't get enough credit. Like mod of the year, I guess is what he should be some kind of Twitch award for him.
Mod of the year. Yeah, definitely. He's every fucking where. I think he mods almost everywhere. Like if I seen Rafe more, he'd probably be a mod here, but I don't see Rafe that much.
Yeah, hell, it's because man, you usually
He's busy.
nighttime.
He's busy, man.
Man, yeah,
It's only 29.
I don't. If I don't see
modded
Rafe in my
29
chat, I'm
streams?
not mad because he's in somebody's chat. So I leave Rafe alone.
Only
Except for on
29
Twitter.
streams. Only 29. This guy, fucking superhero.
Oh,
29
man,
streams. 29 of them, you probably wouldn't. You would if I had 29 of them, bro. I wouldn't be. You probably see me maybe in 4 of them, 5 of them. That's about it. The 30.
Yeah,
You haven't been in my chat.
he came through mine, and I was like, I'm not even modding him up because there's no point. He's got enough going on.
Yeah.
Let him be.
So now, what are the goals for you coming up? Like, I mean, are you trying to like take it to your own spot or?
Yeah, man. Like this new fiber company in this. I live in a town called Millington, Tennessee. It's 15 minutes north of Memphis, and it's where the second world's largest inland naval base is. So we got a little history here. But man, it's always been small country. Like nobody's really cared. There was probably some people just a few years ago had dial up out where I live. I'm joking, but maybe not. Like because I still have I've had DSL for
that is like dial up anymore.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. It's got a
dial-up.
phone. It's got a phone line with it, and man,
You might as well
like
not even
I've
have
had it. Yeah, I can game on it though. Like I can play games. Like if there's not a lot going on in my house and everybody's not Netflixing and all that stuff, man, I can play an online game against people and it won't lag. But like if turn a couple more PlayStations on or turn some smart TVs on, like we might as well just hang it up and let you have the win because it's in fast forward mode half the time, kicking the ball out of bounds. But man, so they're expanding every day. They're called Premier Fiber, and there's another company that's supposed to be moving in. So there used to be a guy that had a lock on the telephone company, which his internet was the only internet that you could get in this area without other than satellite internet. Like you could always get Hughes and like direct TV internet, that sort of thing. Which man, if you've ever had that, it's worse than DSL because I've had it before and it is not good. But so that Premier Fiber place is expanding every day. And I think with a lot of these kids being home and being virtually schooled, I'm hoping that kind of helps push the process along, man, and start getting some of us outsiders outside the city limits, man, some good internet so we can do fun stuff like stream on Twitch. Like every internet company in this whole town or anybody they've all gotten a big letter from me about how I would like to work from the house. I don't even tell them it's streaming on Twitch. Like say, I'm just like, yeah, man, like y'all's upload speed isn't fast enough for me to work from here. And like this pandemic, I've really pushed that. You know what I mean? Like not to use it to my advantage, but I mean, it is facts. Like I literally could have did some work from my house that wasn't on Twitch, but the upload speed needed to be like 10 or better to be able to upload the stuff fast enough for me to use the apps and different things. So I don't know, man. I'm just sitting here waiting. I got people asking me every day, man, when's that internet going to be at your house so you can do your own thing and kind of build your own brand and not have to be so rushed and, tired, want to spend time with your family and not go stream because it's somewhere else. I'm like, man, I don't know.
Yeah, right.
I wish I could tell you because I'm so ready.
That's how it was like for me. Like when we were moving, because we actually found where we lived before, we were there for like 8 years and they had Verizon Fios, which is fiber, and they have ridiculous speeds. Like they have a gig up and a gig down. It's like top speed. Wow. That shit's humming, and I've had that forever. Like that's always. I was like, look, I'm going. Like we got 3 kids. We got all these goddamn TVs in here, smart TVs. You got me. I have a PlayStation, Xbox, and a PC. And then you have,
Yeah, that's
and I'm like, my wife's on her phone. She's working from home. I was like, look, we gotta have internet. We need the top notch stuff. So we got. I was like, when we were moving, I was like, look, before we buy any house, we gotta make sure we have Verizon Fios, like, cause I can't be anywhere without that. Like, I got spoiled by it.
yeah,
So I
man.
get it, man.
I kind of got put in a situation where, like, my dad passed away 2015, and like, my grandpa passed away like 40 days before that, and I'd already moved out. Like, I went through some hard times, man. I filed bankruptcy, and I lost my old house I had, which probably has high speed internet capabilities right about now. Let's just say that. I think it did when I lived there. I think we had at least cable out there. But anyways, that was before I knew what streaming was, and PlayStation 3 was still a thing. So this has been years ago. But so I moved out there, man, and my grandpa had a little trailer out on a plot of land that and we got in and we stayed for a while, man, and saved our money. And like 4 years, we lived in this ragged little, like, 900 square foot single wide, man. Like, literally, like, my son was born there. Like, we went through, like, it was tough. And like, so when my dad passed, he had 5 acres on the other side of the driveway from where I lived. So like, when he died, I put all that in my name, and like, that was like, it was a bad time, but it was a blessing at the same time, because it got me out of a bad situation, and that plot of land helped me use that as collateral, man, to get us somewhere nice to stay and have a house put there. And you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's just like, and some things happen for a reason. I hate to say that my dad passed away so that we could get out of a terrible situation, but I mean, it was what it was at the time. And like, my job got better and better, and now we're getting in a canoe and we're rowing it the wrong way, because like, the whole pandemic thing, like, I got hurt right before that, so we're like, now I'm backpedaling again, trying to find my footing and do some things, man. And that's another reason I'm always hustling. I'm always moving. Like, I'm working right now, and I'm not even really supposed to be, but man, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, and especially with this, you got kids, you got family. I
Oh yeah.
get it, man. I'm the same way. I'm like, I'll jump right in there. Like, if we need something, we're like, I'll go figure out a way of getting it. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
They
it's
told me you could make $5 on Twitch. I mean, I'm playing video games anyways. I hate that I have to drive over here to do it, but I mean, if you told me I was going to make $3 and I had to stream for 4 hours playing Madden, I'm going to play 4 hours of Madden anyways. I'll take the $3. You know what I mean? But that's just me. A lot of people ain't like that. A lot of people get on this thing and they think they're, oh man, I'm gonna make 100K a year because I'm badass at Madden and I'm gonna stream and everybody's gonna like me because I'm funny and this and that. Like, man, if you come into this thinking like that, it's over with before it starts for you, man. You might as well just hang it up.
I wish I made 100K.
Yeah, you better go talk to some of these guys that actually do it for a living, day in and day out, man. They don't do anything else, because I have, and it's nothing like that.
It is.
You know what I mean?
It gets tough. I mean, like, the bigger guys, they put the work in. They got people that do some editing for them. They got people that do most of their stuff. So I mean, like, they're just putting the videos out there, giving them to the guy. Guy edits them up. They post them. I mean,
Yep.
and they got sponsors. So I mean, it all turns into itself.
I couldn't even upload a YouTube video from my house if I wanted to. Like, it's that bad. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be like a day and a half on a YouTube video. They'd be like, man, where's that video you were talking about with those glitches you got in Madden, or the pack glitch, or whatever, Like,
so what do you do?
You gotta wait a couple days for it to upload.
Do you bring your PS4 over to this guy's house and download the game and then go back home?
No, I just no. He has Madden and everything, so I load my name into his PS4. Like, he has a PS4 Pro, which I have a PS4 Pro, and my son has a PS4 Pro, and like, he plays Fortnite a lot. Like, he is the Fortnite kid. For 7, he's pretty cold at it. I like that.
That's how my kid is. My daughter, not the one that was behind me, but my younger one, she's all about it. She was just bugging for V-Bucks today. I'm like, bro, no, like, go.
I'm so sad. I'm like, you better grind that game. You better no money spent grind.
So, like, because Like she
Oh,
just
he
got
gets
a
his 20s.
ton. I mean, got a ton. This guy, I mean, had a
I need some
ton.
skins.
It ain't. There's no lie. That's what it was. I said, why you need? What do you need V-Bucks for? Oh, because there's this skin. They released Catwoman. I'm like, go play
I
with
know
the
all
skin you
about it.
got, bro.
Yo,
Go
I
play.
made my son. I made my
Play Save
son
the
grind
World.
out Aquaman. Like I made him grind the whole Aquaman out because he was so excited about it. We watched the movie together. Like he heard about it was coming out. He's like, "What's Aquaman?" And I was like, "Man, we watched the movie, but you didn't want to watch it. You wanted to go play Fortnite, so you started it and then left." I said, "Come watch it with me." So we watched it, and he was like, "Oh, I want that skin. He's cool, whatever." And I was like, "Well, I'll tell you what, Pops ain't got no money, so you're grinding that skin. I hope you can get it in the season grinding there. You better be doing your little reward things because most of that stuff you can get for free." I found out. Once I found that out, he was like, "Oh crap, I better be playing it, I guess."
Yeah, right.
So
Like I'll get her the battle pass, and I'll be like, "You want skin? Grind that battle pass out. Free skins."
that's right. That's
I'll
right.
give you $10 for some. That's multiple
Yeah.
skins you're getting. You're getting a bunch of shit out of that pass.
Oh yeah, we've bought some. Don't get me
Oh yeah,
wrong.
we bought them too. But I mean, like my daughter is ridiculous. Like when you're talking about ridiculous, like I think for her birthday that passed, my brother came down and hooked her up. He gave her like $100 worth of V-Bucks, and then she got other V-Bucks from like everybody else. Like that's what she wanted. So she had like it's crazy. I think she had like some stupid number. It was like 10,000 or $11,000, 11,000 V-Bucks or some shit, some crazy off the wall number. And she comes up to me. I swear it was like 2 days, maybe 3 days later. Dad, can I get some V-Bucks? I need to get this skin. I'm like, where is the like 11,000 you just had? Oh, I spent it on skins. I'm like, well, I'm like, you're shit out of luck. Like,
For
take
my
that ass back to the room and go play.
yeah, get to it. Yeah, my son did the same thing for his birthday, man. Like all three of my kids' birthday went through the pandemic. None of them before. Like my kids' birthdays literally go March, April, May. My son's is April, and so for his birthday, it's not a lot of stuff we could go and do. I said, man, look, I'm going to get you $200 of PlayStation money. Put it on whatever games you want. You want to buy V-Bucks, whatever you want to buy. I feel like $200 is a substantial birthday gift. Like
That's a nice birthday
that
gift.
should, man, yeah, that should last you a long time. Like literally,
Man,
30 minutes later, he's in there. He's like, yeah, I should have bought this and this on this game because I didn't get to get this. And I'm like, well, you should still have money, man. Go get it. And he's like, he just looks at me with this weird look. I'm like, bro, you spent that whole $200 already? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, oh my goodness, man. You know how far $200 goes in Madden packs?
How far? That's two
Farther than
bundles.
what he did.
That's two
Yeah.
bundles, bro. What you
Yeah, I know,
mean?
but
That's two
I could
bundles.
stretch that out. We could sell a lot of stuff and keep ripping packs, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, once you buy those skins, they're yours. Like you can gift them to people, but you can. There's no market.
Yeah, right.
Madden's at least got a market.
Jesus mighty.
Never got a $200 birthday gift, Rafe.
I
Don't
ain't.
lie. You know your parents loved you.
I don't
Man.
know. That's probably why he's so angry in chat all the time. Parents didn't love him. He don't know what love is.
Oh shit!
Explains a lot. Huh?
Explains a lot.
Exactly, it does.
Yeah.
Think about it. It's real.
I've definitely seen him angered. I do not don't talk politics in J-Dub's chat. That's for sure. It will piss Rafe smooth off. He does not like
the first
that.
time I seen him mad was when that shit went down. When dude put J-Dub shit out on Twitter with the coins.
Oh, we all blasted that guy.
And Rafe went fucking nuts. I was like, boy.
I mean, damn, dude, you're like attacking the nicest guy in the whole damn community. Like, dude's like super nice.
That's
like,
why I don't do that shit, bro. Like, I don't
yeah,
get involved
man,
in that shit because, like, you can't, like, there's snakes,
there's
bro.
so many ways to get that stuff without dealing with any of them, and good prices too. Like, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that I just know a whole lot about it because last year's like literally the first year that I've ever purchased coins from something, other than buying cards off the game or whatever. And like, yeah, I got screwed before, and I've also gotten really good deals. Like, it's all about the timings. What I figured out, because some of these sites that sell them, man, their prices fluctuate. So like when the market goes down, like, man, go get your coins in, because they're, the market's down, so their coins are cheaper every time by like 10-20 bucks. So like, that's what I figured that out this year, and I was like, oh, y'all don't want to see me next year. That was the first thing I thought.
Yeah, I mean, like that was I think that's the first time I seen Rafe go ham, and I was like, oh shit, Rafe is going off, and I like it was like the Warriors came out for jail, that shit, like it was like a fucking.
Yeah, we all
like,
ham on him.
I was like, oh my god.
I don't know if anybody's noticed. We haven't seen that guy. I haven't seen that guy.
Well, he
since.
got banned, bro. From what I understand,
he
got banned on. I think he got banned on. He got banned on Twitter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
I think he got banned. Like, I think people started. I think what happened is that people just started reporting him.
So guilty.
So
guilty.
He got I believe that's what happened. The whole gist.
Yeah, exactly, Rafe. Rafe, them straight facts. You don't fuck with people's livelihoods, man. Like,
but like the thing you gotta understand in this community is that you just don't fucking put yourself in that position.
Yeah, don't put yourself in a position either. Yeah, I agree with that
like,
too. I mean,
I love Jay. Like, Jay's a good dude, but like, put
yourself in a
spot.
Totally agree.
You know what I mean? You put yourself in a spot like that because
and that's
of the fact
people
that
wonder why people don't trust people on here, man. And that's why,
you
man.
got
like,
snakes, bro. You know who the.
My goodness.
Like,
I never knew. Like,
if you don't fuck with somebody personally, like if you don't fuck with, like, we all talk to each other. We've all been in DMs together. We've all been in VCs together. Like Texas, like you, me, like we all been in different chat in different places together. We know, like, hey, look, if we do this, we ain't like something goes down, like we know we're good. Like, there's people like I don't just go in, like, there's no way you're not getting me in no DM, you're not getting me nothing like that. Like, if I'm doing that, like, I've never done it, but like if I'm doing that, like, no trail.
I'm definitely doing it on my own time, my own thing. Yeah, and I'm not even. That was before I even streamed, just because I don't want to get, I don't want to get my account banned either. I'd like to play MUT throughout the year, and I just think they do.
I had such a great year in MUT this year. Like, honestly, like the team that we built, the team that got built through the community and hitting cars, like, because I think we hit like 4 limiteds this year, like 4 or 5 limiteds this year. And it started.
Man, I broke the bank.
I had to break the bank. The only time I like my favorite promo is what's the December one? I can't remember.
You wouldn't have known.
Zero Chill. So going into that one, that's the one I like to spend a lot of. I'll spend money on. Like, I'll go in on that because that's my favorite. That's my favorite. Like, that's my deal. And I knew Sean Taylor was coming out. And we all know I'm a Sean Taylor fanatic.
Oh, yeah.
And I wasn't supposed to stream, but I did it for you guys. And my wife was pissed because I snuck. I was like, she's sleeping. I'm going to sneak over here. I'm going to turn this camera on. And we're going in, boys. Sean Taylor's out. We're going in. Because she was pleading with me. She's like, please don't stream tomorrow. Please don't stream tomorrow. It's Christmas. Please don't stream. But we opened up fucking gifts, all that. I'm like, down the stairs I went. She fell asleep on the couch upstairs. I'm like, yeah, I'm down here. And then she comes down and looks over. I'm like, fuck. I get that look like she's ready to murder me. Oh, yeah, and then I'm sitting down here. She's like, I thought it was gonna be like, she's going off. and I'm like, boys, I gotta go. I was like, one more pack, one more pool. And it happened to hit Sean Taylor on that last pool, bro. I screamed, dude. I'm down here jumping around like a nutcase. And she's like, you're a fucking dick. I was like, but we got Sean Taylor. Nothing mattered. I didn't care like what was happening. Like, we got Sean Taylor. It's all that mattered.
That's right. That's how I felt pulling a couple cards this year, man. Like, I pulled. Man, I don't know. By the end of the year, see, I gave away my MUT team twice. Like, I gave it away in March, and then gave it away, or no, the beginning of February.
I tried to give mine away on Saturday, but it didn't work.
Yes, I think people are pretty much done. You can't even sell anything anymore. I tried to sell some stuff just to rip a pack or two for just for shits and gigs, but yeah, like man, I think I pulled 13 limiteds this year. Man,
13.
people
Holy
like I was
fuck.
playing people in the first half of the season and they were like, "Who are you?" Like I was getting messages. They were like, "Who are you?" Like your team's like already like it's like are you CC? Are you like I literally had people ask me, "Is this ScoMo?" Like I don't know, maybe I was running with some Giants uniforms or something. I don't know what I was doing, but
I'm like, I'm the
like I was
fucking
like,
man. Don't you
my
forget it.
name's like my name was Jobin31 then, which everything's Bronco Boy now, just so
Yeah.
people can like get in touch with me or whatever. But I didn't think that would ever have to be a thing, but now it seems to be because everybody's asking me what this is and what that is. But um, yeah, like people's messaging me like, "Who's Jobin, man? Who are you? Are you Xerxes? Like, who are you? Are you one of these guys? You're a streamer or something, man? Nobody's got a team that good that's not spending money, and I know no regular person is." I'm like, yeah, well, this regular person is like, I think I dropped the G before Christmas, and then
Holy hell.
probably a few hundred on Christmas. Like things were going well then, so I was, I
Yeah.
wasn't worried about anything. Like, man, yeah, I pulled Sean Taylor twice, and I pulled Khalil Mack in the zero chill. He was the other limited, I think,
I pulled him.
or
I
one of
pulled
them.
him also. I pulled
I
him
pulled him
the next
three
Friday.
times.
He
Like
came
I
out.
felt bad for other people. Like I had so many coins coming out of zero chill. Like I don't know how I ever went broke again. Just doing dumb stuff, man. Like
So like
and then giving the team away. I guess.
he came out. Khalil Mack came out the next Friday, right? Because it was Christmas was
Yeah,
Friday.
something like that.
Yeah, he came out right after Sean. I actually banged
Yeah.
him in a pack too. The next time I hit both of those limiteds, and then I think
Yeah, man, I was up late Christmas rolling the re-roll,
I want to say who the
the
fuck it,
training roll or
I'm
whatever.
trying to think who I pulled because I know I pulled. I think one of them. I think one of them was a Redskin. There was a Redskin. That was a cornerback that was unlimited. I want to say it was either Fabian. Maybe it was Fabian. Fabian came out. He had a big game, and I think he was unlimited. I pulled him.
Oh, and the team of the week.
Yeah, I think he was.
Yeah, I remember that.
I pulled
Oh,
him.
I know you were stoked about that.
Bro, I was, but nothing matters. I don't care who I pull as long as it's Sean Taylor. Like, I don't care if I pull another one. As long as I pull it, as long as I pull the Sean Taylor, I'm straight, man.
Yeah, I'm that way with B-Doc. Like I'm not even an Eagles fan, but I just in Mutt B-Doc plays just like Sean Taylor. You know what I mean? With a hard
Well,
hitting,
that's what I like to have. I like to have Sean Taylor and Dawkins on each side, and that's how I usually play it. Because I mean, I lose overall, but I don't really care because the card's gonna play how it plays regardless. That's how I feel. Like the card.
Yeah, that Sean Taylor at zero chill was on a whole nother level than the Brian Dawkins. Like I literally had to sit the Brian Dawkins down at that point and just put Sean Taylor in because
that's what I felt
if he touched you, the ball came out.
It was like Sean Taylor stayed hot the whole season. Like that card never like got nerfed or died off.
That's because they know they did us dirty by making you wait until the very end to drop them, and then like everybody's losing interest in those Ultimate Legend cards. Let's be honest, man. Them 99s, like they were not playing that good. Like I was shutting that Moss down, and that Champ Bailey was getting burned, and that Ronnie Lott play was on another level. Like Ronnie Lott, it did soup him up a little bit. I felt like, but that's only because he killed me. Like every time I faced him, like he's just dominating whoever I had out there, like just smoking them every time.
Well, that's what I felt like. Like because only time I felt like any of them played decent was when Reggie White's came out. Reggie White came out after his golden ticket, and his golden ticket at that time was knocking like 5 sacks a game for me. And then that his Ultimate Legend came out, and the golden ticket just went to shit. Like it stopped getting sacks and everything like that.
They seem like they nerfed that, and then so I get the Ultimate Legend Reggie thinking, all right, maybe they nerfed this golden ticket, and it was just as bad. It was like it nerfed both of them for some reason. Yeah. I'm like, man, y'all do know it's one of the greatest pass rushers of all time, right? Like, there's no reason why. If anybody else is instant shedding, it should be him for sure because he used to literally take people and just throw them to the side.
And that's that's what I loved about the golden ticket. The golden ticket was eating. Like people were like, "Oh, this card sucks. This card sucks." I'm like, bro, like, I don't know where it sucks for you, but this dude's doing work for me.
And it's crazy, man. They left us hanging, but I just like everybody else probably in this chat, minus one or two of them that's going to say something smart when I say this. But man, I'm super ready for 21. Like I can't wait. Like I'm so ready to just get on it and start grinding and pulling cards and just doing it all over
for
again.
sure. I mean, it's definitely everything's open back up. You know what I mean? There's stuff to do
Oh
again.
yeah,
There's stuff to do
competition
again.
won't be so sideways, man. Either like,
I mean, honestly, I feel it. I feel it's going to be. It's going to be a lot like a lot like 20, because they are getting ready to switch to a new generation, and that's when they go to the new gen, they really don't mess with the game too much, because they're preparing for the next generation one. They want that one to be good because that's going on a new engine and all that shit.
right?
So
Yeah,
I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, hopefully it's good. I mean, I played the beta for a while. I was a little suspect on the pass and run. Like it felt a lot easier. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the beta, the pass blocking is back, man. That's one thing that I love. You can run 5 wide and just sling it, and nobody could get to you. But man, like it's a little, they underpower the middle linebacker. I think he's too slow.
Well, no, what happens is you have to go into your coaching adjustments now. You have to go into your coaching adjustments and push and put the player where you want him to go to, how far you want him to drop back.
Okay.
So there's a thing in there.
Yeah, there's a lot more adjustments. I didn't get to really check out as much. That man, I played it, but like for some reason I thought it stopped at midnight on the day that it was supposed to, where you couldn't play it anymore. And then I found out it was 12 o'clock the next night, but I'd already deleted it. And like I said, I have DSL, so it takes like 10 hours to download at my house. So I was like, yeah,
bro, there's no
we're
way.
not playing no more beta for Bronco.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know. I don't know if anybody's pre-ordered it. Check your accounts on PS4. I got to think today. You pre-ordered it. I don't know if it was just for like the MVP edition or what, but they actually gave me $10 back. They gave me a discount. Yeah, I got $10 in my account for it. I was like, shit, we know where that's going already.
I did everything that they were saying, get EA access.
I think I paid full price for it. I don't think it was like 105 maybe.
Oh yeah, you definitely got full price. Yeah, I won't get any money back then because I only paid like $83 for the $100 one. But I used Cash App gets 10% off PlayStation Store, and then you get 10% off with EA Access, but it's $5 for a month. So like 10% would be $10. So like pretty much you get $10 off with using the Cash App card and then using with EA Access. So that's what I did.
Yeah, but if you play in the 20s, if you like in 20, like nah, bro. Like I played the beta, bro. If you don't make those adjustments, people are eating you across the middle all day. Like it's so bad.
Yeah, it was definitely there. I felt like there was no defense, so that was definitely my issue. I'm glad you said that to me. So the first thing I'll go in there and do is make adjustments. But yeah, man, they're making it a little bit more realistic in certain aspects, but then they're trying to make it easier for your common user to play. And I get it. I know you want more people to play your game. Man, why don't you just listen to us when we say, hey, this is overpowered and this is what's wrong with your game? Instead of going and nerfing Marcus Allen because he's a little overpowered, and we tell you Eric Dickerson is out here trucking 9 people at one time, and you don't nerf him for months. Like he gets a new card before they nerf him. Like, what? Why do y'all not just listen to us, man? Like everybody's telling you the same thing.
I think they do listen, but there's people above them.
Yeah,
wear the suits. You know what I mean? Like, there's people wear the suits.
Everybody's got to answer to somebody.
You know what I mean? They're like, hey, no, this is what the game's gonna be, and this is how we're gonna put it out. And instead of listening to the community, those guys are about the money. You know what I mean? They don't give a fuck. They just want that paycheck. I mean, Rafe, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't they do like $1 billion the third quarter this year, just off of microtransactions? I believe. Am I correct on that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Rafe said a mouthful there. They're trying to hit numbers, don't care about gameplay. I get it.
That's exactly what it is. And that's the upper people. That's not the developers. The developers want to put a game out. They want to put
the more stuff that they have to work on and do, the more money they have to pay out. And I mean, get it. It's a business. It's a business before anything. And I totally understand it. It's just sometimes, man, like there's some little things I feel like they could do to make things so much better. Like when we're telling you, hey, this is overpowered. Don't get me wrong. Eric Dickerson was an awesome running back. I'm not taking anything away from Eric Dickerson. Man was not. He's not better than Walter Payton. he's not better than Barry Sanders. You know what I mean? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but them guys they're better than Eric Dickerson to me. Like, and if you're going to overpower somebody, overpower the guys that are, number one on the list of all time greats. Like, then we get it, then, and I get like they want cards for different teams and everybody wants their team's cards. And I understand that too. But like, if we're going to overpower people, let's overpower like Joe Montana and Tom Brady and the people that are supposed to, like, it's great. I love that Lamar and Michael Vick have legs, but let's be honest. It was like 1 year where Michael Vick just really, really impressed everybody with his arm, and like let's make it is what it is, like, and then stop there. That's kind of what I want. That just makes it where I don't know, like everybody can compete. Like it doesn't make it where if you have this player and this player automatically killing. Well, no, there's a skill gap. I just hate when people get 2 certain cards and like they boost them with abilities, and those 2 cards are so overpowered, like you can't stop them.
So you're talking like Javon Clowney when he first came out, when you got him and you put edge threat on, elite edge threat, and all that.
He's still dominating. Like, I mean, he's by far the best card.
I remember when he came out, bro. You didn't have to do nothing. You knew you were good. Like you just go play the receipt. Go play. I play free safety. That's my guy. Like I'm a free safety guy. Like sometimes it kills me, sometimes it doesn't. You know what I mean? But
I bounce a little bit. It kind of depends on what they come out in. But I'm usually on one of the 2 middle linebackers, or
it all depends where I'm at too. You know what I mean? It all depends like what my free safety is.
It's kind of made it where you got to get on that free safety too. Like if you're running 1-4-6, man, that free safety is like your only coverage guy that's back off a little bit enough to where you can adjust and make the play to the ball. And man, like I hated that when it first came out. Like I could not figure out how to block it. Like I hated it so much. I just started running the ball right with the middle all of them. They were like, "Is that all you do is run the ball? So all you do is run 1-4-6."
What would you think about the new adjustment that they put on the line? Like if somebody runs the same play over and over with the linemen coming in, like they notice it and it makes it a little bit harder.
My whole thing is everybody talks about you can't stop the stretch. This was overpowered. You can't stop rollout corners. This is overpowered. There is a defense and a setup for everything. Do not make the game better so our 5-year-olds can compete with us. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about that. Like, don't overpower it because somebody's overdoing a play. Learn how to stop it, man. Get better. Like, I don't know how many times I've heard that. Get better. Like, and I tell myself that. So I'm gonna tell somebody else the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. That. Like, look, I'm not one. I like having the skill gap because if that skill gap's not there, you know what I mean. And how are you to get better if you can put abilities on somebody and it makes you hang with somebody?
Exactly.
Like, I mean, come on. Like, if you think about it, how many of us might have hung with like the bigger guys this year that are way better just because we have jukebox and evasive and all that on our running back? We don't have that. We probably get smacked by those guys. Like, honestly, I know I would get smacked. I knew I would have.
I played in
Legends. I would have lost.
I played in the Legends CFM where the Legends don't have abilities, but like the regular players in the league that are X Factors and superstars, they have their abilities still.
I think we play in the same league.
Actually. No, this is my man Kool-Aid that's in our. There's my wife. My man Kool-Aid's league. No, yeah, that's what she made her name.
Where's the 718, bro?
She don't even know what that means.
She forgot the
718. She don't know what the 718 means. She would be like, huh? She probably knows the 18's Peyton Manning.
John Elway.
It's corny, yeah. John Elway and Peyton Manning. I figured that out.
I figured that out by just like sitting here.
Like literally made that up like on the fly. Like, I don't know, man. Like coming on Twitch, I was like, I want to make it known I'm a Broncos fan, I guess. And then
so who's your favorite player to ever play? Like who like for the Broncos? Who's your favorite player?
Al Wilson.
Al Wilson. Wow.
I'm a Vols fan too.
I mean, like for the Broncos, it's Al Wilson.
I mean, I'm a Peyton Manning fan, like till the day I die, because I'm a Vols fan. So I love Peyton and Al, but Al Wilson just brought a certain intensity, and he's from like, man, I watched him play in high school. He's from like, I don't know, it's like 35 minutes away from here. He went to Jackson Central Mary, I think is the name of the high school. And I had a guy that I played football with. His name was Travis Potlow, and he played fullback and middle linebacker. And Al Wilson played fullback and middle linebacker for his school. They came to Millington for a high school game back when our high school team was pretty relevant and, in the running for state, going to the playoffs every year. And them two lined up. And I believe Travis was running fullback that night. and Travis they did like a fullback. I don't know, man, like a powered dive move, and they met each other in the line, and I mean, they knocked each other out cold, just yow, and went back, and they both had to come out and give them smelling salt, wake both of them up, and
God dang.
like something about me remembering that, man, and then watching Al play at Tennessee and winning the national championship and everything, and then just so happened to come into Denver, like I don't know, it's just it's like the story was made for me for that to be my favorite player. Like I still to this day need a 56 jersey, like I can't find them. Like I had one of the old cheap $100 ones, back in the day, and the numbers wore off. And that's what I'm gonna have to make a custom one or whatever.
Get them made. But like, so, I would have thought it would have been. I thought it would have been Steve Atwater or Terrell Davis.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them to choose from. Yeah, I know everybody's like, hold on, your favorite's not John Elway, Terrell Davis, Atwater, like nothing like that. I'm like, man, Peyton and Al Wilson, but I love my Vols too. So, I mean, I got
I love that water. Like
life,
even like I'm not a Broncos fan, but he was definitely one of my favorite safeties. Just because when he came down, man, you just knew like
that Okoye hit.
You knew what was coming, bro. he was a little guy, but boy, man, because he always reminded me of like him and Darryl Green. They're little, but when they hit, like. You wouldn't know that would be in such a little guy. You know what I mean? Like you wouldn't know that could be all balled up in somebody that's like 5'8".
Man, yeah. When him and Okoye met, even being a little kid watching that game, man, when him and Okoye hitting the hole and all you ever heard about as a kid was the Nigerian Nightmare. He's just smoking everybody coming through the hole. Nobody wanted to get in front of him, and here comes Atwater. And everybody knew Atwater could hit, but I don't think they knew until that day like really how he could hit, because when he put a hit on a dude that much bigger than him and laid him out, leveled him, it's still, I go back and watch that highlight. If I ever need some height,
that's what I'm saying. Like that, like for a guy, like what was he? Was he was only like 5'8", right?
Yeah, I think you're right. 5'8", 5'9", something like that. He wasn't very big.
Man,
I still remember when him, I can't remember who the other player was, man, for the life of me, trying to make a tackle in the Super Bowl against the Packers. Yeah, people don't realize that Atwater didn't even play. I don't think he played any of the second half and most of the second quarter, because if I'm not mistaken, I might be remembering that wrong. It's been a long time, but him and another one of the Broncos safeties collided, man. They knocked each other out, like trying to make a hit on the Packers. Would
that have been John Lynch at the time?
I don't think Lynch came until that second Super Bowl. I could be wrong about that too. Man, don't get me to sit here lying about old stuff, man, because I'll be lying out of my teeth. I do not have the best memory.
Hey.
Yeah, we love John Lynch too. My brother is from Tampa Bay, and he's a big Bucs fan. I give him shit all the time, just like I give Kep about Brian B-Doc being a all-time Bronco. He's like, he's not a fucking Bronco. I give my brother the same shit. I'm like, John Lynch is going to retire, man. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame. He's going to be a Bronco. My brother's like, bullshit.
Bro, like, look.
Get out of here. I love him tagging out of him.
That's how I feel about, like, Bailey, like, Champ Bailey. Like, I'm like, man, like, he was a Redskin, bro. And, like, I still feel as it's one of the worst trades that was ever made. Like, I love Clinton Portis. Don't get me wrong. One of my favorite Redskin running backs ever played a game. Like, I love Clinton. I got my picture with Clinton and everything, bro. Like, he's one of my favorites.
We got the upper hand in that one. Had to, right?
I met him, what was it, 2 years ago? No. Was it last summer? Yeah, last summer for your birthday. 2 years ago? Oh, we were living here. So last summer. It was. I'm not arguing no more. I win this. So last season we went down because they played the Bengals. We went down for her. I took her down as a birthday present to her. It was preseason. We went down and we met, and I got to meet Clinton, got my picture with him, got his autograph and everything. So I was pretty stoked. I still think it was one of the worst trades ever made by the Redskins that they sent Bailey out, man.
Yeah, he definitely. I mean, he came in clutch for us, man. That's definitely. He's one of my favorites too. Like, there's so many all-time great Bronco. I mean, there's all-time greats on every team, Is Big Shawnee still here? I don't remember a lot of Jets. I mean,
that's like when I look at it, though, like, when I look at
Namath and Revis, I guess that's about
when I look at it, though, I'm just like, bro, like, are you serious? Like, because they did that when they let Kendall Fuller
What's
go.
up, Cap?
When they let Fuller go, the Redskins let Fuller go. I was pissed. I'm like, wait, you got to steal in him. I think they drafted him in the 3rd round. They got him in the 3rd round, and it was a steal. Like I knew he was gonna be good.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, man, I was like, and then they're like, next thing you know, they traded him for Alex Smith. I'm like, what are you fucking doing, bro? And then they bring him back. I'm like,
Smith got good though. I mean, it's just unfortunate what happened to him. He's a baller, man. Like I like him because he reminds me of, like, the local basketball team here, the Memphis Grizzlies. They're labeled as the grit and grind team. Like that's what they do. They grind their wins out. Like not so much now that they have Ja Morant and some of the higher scoring younger guys, but like back in the day when it was Zebo and just the all defensive team, man, like they grinded their wins out. And man, that's how he was, man. He's just a grinder, man. And I feel like he don't get enough credit for the things he did in KC. Like he was a good quarterback, man. And if it wasn't for Mahomes, he'd still be there, to be honest. Like that trade would have never happened.
yeah,
Like they totally hit the lotto with Mahomes, and nobody in this chat or anywhere else, even if they watch Texas Tech football, week in and week out, like still wouldn't been able to say, because hell, I remember Cliff Kingsbury used to throw 600-700 yards a game for Texas Tech because they're a spread offense, and like he wasn't. I think he got drafted in the 7th round and he never did anything. So it's nobody's seen that.
Yeah. So we're at that time. We're gonna get to let the chat ask Bronco Boy some questions. So chat, if you guys got questions for Bronco Boy that you want to ask, he is live. He does stream on Twitch. So make sure you guys stop by his Twitch channel, Broncoboy718 on Twitch. So
what's
guys,
up, Captain Joe?
Let them fly, boys. Let them fly.
Tell us Broncoboy718 stream on Twitch. How did I know that was the first question coming?
Well, what's the answer? Do you stream on Twitch?
Yes. I mean, Race, you've been there. I love it, man. Like Shrades, everybody knows Shrades because he's in everybody's chat too. And it's a big thing that I don't know who started it. Swain, maybe, not sure, but every day is Shrades' birthday. If y'all didn't know that, when y'all see Shrades, make sure you tell him happy birthday. If you don't want to do that, you don't want to aggravate him, just tell him happy birthday from Bronco Boy.
So they want to know. They said how much do the Bucks win the Super Bowl by?
How much do the Bucks win the Super Bowl by? If Old Man River can make it there. Do you love your wife more than Ryan? Who's Ryan?
I don't know. Who's Ryan? That's a good
question.
I don't know. Who's Ryan?
I think she means Ryder from Twitch. My boy Ryder calls me like every morning. She's like, "You talk to him more than you talk to me." No, babe, I love you more. There's certain things that Ryder can't do for me. So,
so he's saying Ryder could do those things that you would love him more.
Yeah, too much into smooching with mustaches. That's just a personal thing. I don't hate anybody who's into that sort of thing. Do your thing. That's not me. Apparently, I'm the CEO of Team Both too. If you ask Ryder and Kep and all them, the Stoop gang, they love to get on me. They love it. You say my name in their chat. There's commands.
I think it's
CEO
easy. I think you just make it easy.
Yeah, I think I set myself up a lot, and then I did the Glizzy challenge, and then said something like I gobbled down a wiener, and Lord help us all. It went through Discord. It went on Twitter. Like, bad thing was, like, I was rewatching it and I wasn't even saying anything about it. And I was talking to Ryder on the phone that morning, watching that on my phone, or watching that on my phone, had him on speakerphone, and then he could hear the clip. So he heard it and he was like, "What was that you? And what was that?" I was like, I don't know.
Just taking a wiener, bud.
He was like, "Just tell me, because I'm going to check your clips right now." I was like, "Damn it."
Yeah.
Man, y'all got no questions for me? Y'all want to know how my voice got this country? Or
yeah, chat, where are you at tonight? This is the lightest of questions I've ever seen out of this chat.
I'm not interested. They know I'm just an old redneck. It's quite a few people in here, it looks like, though. I'm glad y'all came out to watch it, man. I do want to thank you, Smee. I appreciate you having me on here too, man.
Yeah, bro.
It's been a blast.
I think Seal might have went to be right back, Seal.
Yeah, he always does.
That's what we call him. That's my
Yeah,
answer. It's more
that's
fun to
also he
speculate how
has a
you got the
command.
country.
Speculate you got to be that country. More fun to
Damn.
speculate. What do you feel about the recent uptick of stream teams here lately? Man, I'm all about like there being stream teams. Like, do your thing, man. Like, if people want to be a part of them, like, be a part of them. Like, I'm a part of one. ICG. We're not an official stream team, I guess you say, because we don't have a partner guy,
Got
but
your group. You got your
we're a
group.
group. We're a good group of guys, man. All my guys show me major support. Midnight Hayabusa being Gramps of our group. Man, do your thing. Like, if that's what you want to do your thing. If you want to go solo and you think you could be, what you want to be at doing this streaming thing solo, do what you do. Man, I just like all these guys are my friends. Like I said, I've been a chat rat. I became friends with all these guys. One of my friends asked me to join. Yeah, man, no problem. You know what I mean? Like, and it's more about just having the friendship and being a big part of the community, helping the community out, and doing whatever I can. I don't have a lot of time, man. I'm going back to work, and I have a family that comes first. Like, I'm a big family first guy. Like, and I'm just one of those people that I'm gonna spread it however I can. And if I'm not in your stream or in your chat, not you don't see me or whatever, don't get discouraged because I'm coming by. I promise, like all the time. And so are all the rest of the people in this chat. We always do. We just that's a lot to keep up with, man. Like I've made. If this is an actual thing I could say, I've made too many friends on Twitch, if that's such a thing.
I can never have too many.
Yeah, that's how I feel, man. As long as people are, if you're good to me, man, I'm gonna be good to you. Like I have no hard feelings for anybody for anything. Like you would have to literally like pretty much talk down to me or my family or something to get me to not like you. Like, or let me just watch you be fake and then find out that everything you're faking, and then that'll make you not like you quick.
Yeah.
Like,
So like
quick.
the thing with the stream teams, like I feel like some people put them out there and then they like the earning of it, like the some of it, like to me drives me nuts. It's like you have to earn it or you have to do this to get to it. Like, nah,
Yeah, I
man.
don't.
I'm not on that stream team thing like that. That's why I created mine because there's a lot of great people out here,
Right.
and basically, yeah, it's called the Get Sticky Crew. It just goes with what's going on around me. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
Yeah, and it's
it's made. What I made it for was to give some people, just give them a home. You know what I mean? Just give them a bunch of people they already support. We're all in one place. It puts us all in one spot. Like they can click the name and they can find us all live and go watch us easier. That was
right.
my thought of it. Mine's not there to make me bigger. It's not there to make anybody bigger. It's there just to have fun with and just have us
Yeah, man. Like if
be part of something. Like, I mean, there's stream teams out here that we're selecting some now and we'll open up again a little bit later. You know what
right,
I mean?
and
Like,
yeah, I get it, man.
I don't
We're
play
not
that
like
game.
that. Like we have,
I
we
don't play
have
that
more
game. That's
members
not
than
me.
any. We're a family, I guess you could say, man, because we have more members than anybody you've seen, and we can't really like. There's no way that any one person in our group could like be in every single person that streams in our group's chat. Like
Yeah,
it's just not physically possible. There's not enough, there's not enough time in a day to do it. But like, man, like we help people get to affiliate more or less. Like, and we try to, at least show up 10 deep or so in the beginning of your stream for like an hour. Like if you're in our group, we try to do as much as we can with that. And I think that's a good thing, man. It helps people, at least have some kind of viewership. We don't want anybody to get down on themselves. You know what I mean? Like if there's
yeah,
only a few people coming to watch you, man, and you're getting down on yourself and you're like, oh man, I don't think I want to do this anymore. Like you're doing it, don't do it for the wrong reasons. Like we keep trying to tell people that. Like do it for fun, man. Like we're gonna help you out. And man, if it's if you don't like it, then don't do it. That's perfectly fine. But don't quit it because you're having a hard time with it, man. Ask for help. Like ask somebody. Like there's so many people willing to help. Like the biggest people that you think are assholes on Twitch and you don't think they would help you, I swear to God, if you hit their DMs, they will message you back. And you might not like the answer that you get, but it's going to be real talk from some of them. Like Big Cap, man. Big Cap ain't never not answered me in a DM. J Dubs never not answered me in a DM. if I needed anything. Like I could ask them life problem issues, man. All these guys are dedicated to what they do, and they know that we're viewers, and they know that we're subscribers, and they know that we're like, maybe not in real life friends, but we're Twitch and Twitter friends, and some of them you become in real life friends with. And like, man, don't try to just sit here and do it by yourself. Like some of these kids just like think they're gonna get on here and like, oh man, I'm good, man. Like I can hang with Vose. So I'm gonna get on here and I'm gonna hang with Vose on my stream and show everybody, and then everybody's gonna come watch me too. Man, it does not work that way. Like,
No, it don't. Like, I
and man,
mean,
I see so many of them think it do. Like it's bad.
that's like me. I pretty much consider myself solo. You know what I mean? I really don't have a group. But like I said, inside the stream team that I've created now, like there's we have the, I think it's X, is it XHG? Is that, I don't know if I have the right abbreviation for it, but XHG's in it. There's people from the B COD in it. You know what I mean? It's literally just to have a big group of us, like have fun. Like the guys that are always in, we're all in each other's chats. We're all there, and like I said, we all support each other. It
And
just
that's pretty
makes it a little bit
exactly.
easier. And like that's because I think a buddy of mine asked me, he's like, does it matter that we have the XHG on our streams, and does it matter that we have that group on? Nah, man. Like I don't give a fuck.
That's more
like
that's more exposure for that, man. You know what I mean? Like I mean,
I just one of those people. I like to put it together and like to just build. Like I said, you can put your groups together. Like Get Sticky can run with XHG, can run with yours. I think yours is what, the IIC or something like that. ICGC.
ICG, yeah.
And you put all those groups together and you just all work together and just fucking explode. Like that's how I look at things. I'm not about going in and just being one group, and it is what it is. Like I like to put it all together and just have fun with it, man.
Yeah, that's right. Raw Dog's spitting facts, and Raw Dog's old school, man. He's been doing this stuff, so he can tell you for sure, man.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
like
So
I literally like you meet people like in so many different ways too. Like I don't even know. I didn't even know a lot of people streamed. You know what I mean? I didn't know
yeah.
that there was so many Twitch streamers and Madden and in different things. Like I'm literally met Raw Dog on Twitter. I won a giveaway. I retweeted something and got in a giveaway, and I won Lamar Jackson when he first came out. Uh, the 98 overall. What was it? The honors cards, I guess.
Yeah,
Maybe
I think it was honors. I don't, bro.
might have been the one before that. I don't remember, but at the time it was brand new and like it was the new big card out everybody wanted, and I won that from Raw Dog and Daz, and like I had no idea who Raw Dog was, but so like I win that, and like I go to his page and I'm already following him because you have to follow or whatever to retweet to get in the giveaway. I see his Twitch link. I hit his Twitch link. He's literally streaming right at the moment. I hit the follow button. Like man, if you don't do that, like if you win something or you meet somebody and you see that link, you don't go follow them. Like it's absolutely free. And if you cannot at least do that, man, you're either not human or you're just too good to go and do that, I guess.
Yeah,
But
I mean, I've known Raw for
I
a
don't
while.
get it.
Raw was one of my, I think he was one of the first partners to raid me ever, and like I've never forgot it. Like me and him have been tight ever since. I was playing Call of Duty and he raided me. I was like, yo, what the fuck? And it was nuts. And this is before everybody gave him like became dickheads because he hasn't been doing the Madden thing and whatnot, and kind of bailed. But one of the questions you had is, what are your goals with the new Madden coming out as far as streaming is concerned?
Man, I'm just gonna hit it hard and grind. Like it's so hard to set goals and it's so hard to set a schedule and how I'm gonna do it because of not being able to do it from my house. But man, we're gonna lab this year. Like I didn't hardly lab any last year until this later half, and I just want to get into it a little harder, man. Learn some different playbooks and just be better. Like I said, just get good. And I want to compete, man. Like I want to finish in some top 100s and do some things that I've yet to do. So, and I think as much time as I put into re-rolling last year and opening packs and doing different stuff, if I take a little bit of that time and put it into more of the gameplay, I think I can. I think I can do that, man. But as far as the stream goes, man, it's a work in progress. Slowly moving, I do a little bit every day to it, man. Try to change things, work on my badges, whatever, different stuff. Still haven't even got all that stuff set. So, like, like I said, I do it for fun. If it ever turns into something, man, hey, great. Like, I would love that. There's nothing more that I want to do than sit here and play games in front of people and cut up and talk shit. Like, I mean, believe me, it's the highlight of my day a bunch. And like, not to take anything away from my family, because I love my family, I love my son, and I see my son and my wife every day. My daughters live with my ex-wife, and I only get to see them on the weekends and whatnot. So like, they know they're gonna come first. Like, if there's something to do with them, or if they really want me to do something, man, like, and I'd already planned to stream that day, there's no stream that day. Like, that's gonna happen first until I can get it at home and set some kind of schedule up. So like I said, man, like I've listened to these guys that's done it for a while. Raw Dog being one of them, man. Kept being another. Um, I think I've even heard DC say it before. Like, people that have kids, man, like, don't let this come in front of them ever, like, ever in front of your wife, your kids, man. Like, it will get you a divorce, and it will get you,
Ain't
somewhere
no
you
lie
don't want
there.
to be.
It is.
So,
It is.
like,
It is. I've been there.
I'm listening, man. Like, when
I've been there
people talk,
myself,
I'm
man.
listening.
Been there myself. It took me a while to catch it, and luckily I caught it. You know what I mean? Before it happened, because it was bad.
Yeah. My wife's so tolerable. Like, she's in here right now. I'll say it to her face. Like, she's so tolerable. Like, I know I can see it in her face sometimes. I'm like, hey, babe, I'm gonna go to Pat's house and I'm gonna stream for a little while just to so I can put a stream up for the day, because sometimes it'll be a couple days and then I'm like, well, I need to go do one. People's gonna forget that Bronco Boy streams.
Nah, we got you. Bronco Boy streams on Twitch, everybody.
I think everybody knows now, but it's one of those things. Like, if you're one of those guys and you're trying to get something going and you stream, every day, pretty much. Like, I always take Sunday off for the family, no matter what. At least give them that day.
I'm off on Sundays most of the time.
So too. Like, and I try to, and I don't stream long, man. I think my longest stream was, I think I did a 6 or 8 hour one day, and I had some beers and just was having fun and got lost in the moment. I think, man, I didn't even realize I'd been on that long. I'm like, oh shit, I'm drunk. It's time to raid somebody. You know what I mean? Like, so I mean, but if you have fun with it, and like, man, if you take any advice from me, always check with your wife first, man. Like, if you got a wife and kids, like, ask her, hey, please be honest, do you mind? Like, I tell her all the time, like, if you got something to say it, because I don't want to like get over there in the middle of the stream and get a text and be like, well, you really could, I wish you would have stayed here, because and then I get to feeling bad and the stream goes down. I'm looking at the camera, I'm sad, That's not entertaining. Nobody wants to see that shit. They're like, what's he doing? I'm texting and stuff, so it's a big thing, man.
It is, man. It's the balance. The balance is the toughest part of it. I think that's the biggest part of it. As when you have a family, you got kids, balance is crazy.
Yeah, it's
and
like, people don't realize,
control, man. It's
having it at your house is a blessing, man. Like, all you guys in here that stream and you have setups from your home and you have internet with the capabilities of pushing that, like, it's a blessing, man. Like, I literally, like, people talked me into streaming because they wanted me to. Like, ICG guys, like my guy Fredo, I started a CFM league, I think is how it really started, with some guys from J-Dub's chat. It was we called it the Trees and Coffee CFM or something, I don't know, or Morning Coffee and Madden CFM, I can't remember, something like that. But like, J-Dub was in it and a bunch of guys from his chat. And like, me and Fredo became more friends, and me and him talk on a regular basis. And like, he's always like, man, you should stream, you should try it. I'm like, man, I can't, like, I have no way of doing it. So, and that's how it really, really got going, was just friends telling me, hey man, we'd come watch you if you did it. You're funny in the messages, I guess. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, my setup, Raw Dog, your setup's weak? Yeah, I don't think so.
He's like, I ain't got one, bitch.
2 TVs. Yeah, like, this ain't even mine. I'm like, literally
borrowing this shit.
Leave it up to Bronco Boy to be ghetto as hell and borrow somebody's stream equipment.
Hey, you do what you gotta do to make it, bro.
Yeah, that's right. Like I said, man, somebody told me I could make $3 on here and I'd have to stream for 4 hours. We'd be playing Madden for 4 hours. Anyways, might as well turn the camera on and talk some shit while we do it. We're talking shit by ourselves when the camera's not on. So, I mean, it's just one of those things, man. Like, people are like, you make money off of that. I'm like, nah, man. YouTube's like the only, how do you make money off of that? Like, and I seen it. Like, I see these guys donating to people and stuff, and I'm like, wow, you really can.
Yeah,
That can't be true. I doubted it forever. So, but yeah, I'm on PS4 raw though.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I can't like it won't even like so one night, like if you go back and look at like I think there's somebody clipped it or something too. There's a stream that's like from months ago, like I think 6 or 7 months ago. And it's just like a black screen where I tried to like stream straight through the PlayStation and just stream like from my house, but like literally the fastest internet there is DSL. We talked about this earlier. Like I live out in the country and they just haven't had fiber or any cable stretched out there yet. So like I'm barely gaming from the house, man. I would love to. I would, dude. I have a PS4 camera. I don't care about this setup being fancy or none. Like I would totally stream from the house
he
on
said,
on a
wait,
small
DSL
setup.
still exists?
But yes, yeah.
I
And,
hear that.
no, I don't do all that. It's not literal dial up. It just has a phone line with it, I guess. You can call the phone and not get kicked off, I think is the only difference. I think the speeds are about the same.
Remember that days. I remember those days. That was like the worst shit, man. Like, bro, don't like. He said,
Yeah, Rod, go ahead.
let you add. He wants to add you a quick.
By all means, we was looking for some
ask you a question.
I'm being serious here. Why not rent an office space for now? Yeah, I've actually thought about that, man. Like when I was working, like I literally haven't worked until in the last couple of weeks. I've been working, doing a little side work for making some cash, but I got hurt right before the pandemic started, and I had to have a patch put in for an inguinal hernia, and it didn't get paid for by workman's comp, even though I got hurt at work. Like it's been a big, long ordeal, man. Like I tried starting a lawsuit, and like the laws in Tennessee are weird about like feeling the pain at time of injury, and like I just said the wrong thing when the lady called me, and the money's been funny, so I've been living off unemployment pretty much for a while, and just now getting back. I didn't get surgery until July 7th, and I've been off from I think the very beginning of March or the very end of February. I can't remember the exact date. But yeah, I just don't have the money to do that right now. We're in the process of getting rid of some things that's been sitting around the property out there. It's worth a few little pennies that I don't do anything with. So stop right there. All right.
Stop in the name of love.
And that's why you'll grow right there. Hell yeah, I appreciate the words, man. I hope so, man. Like I say, of course I do it for fun because it is fun. Do I want to make it something? Fuck yes. And that is the most nice way I can answer that. Hell yes. Fuck yes. Like I would love to, like, man, I tell my wife all the time, I would love to be, full-time streamer. Even if I had to go somewhere else to do it, that would be fine. Like if I made enough money to actually float that boat. But
Yeah.
Like I said, honest, no holding back. I want to watch someone. Yeah, man, I'm 100 all the time, man. I just don't have any reason to lie to anybody. Like, I like being fake. Like, will get you eliminated with me. So I said this earlier. That's the quickest way to get out of my life. Being fake. Like, I literally am divorced because of that reason. So
Yeah. I don't do the
that's
fake
real
shit
talk.
either. I can't do the fake shit.
Man, it's just man. God made all of us a certain way. Whether you believe in God or whatever your preference is, man, I don't care. That's on you. I'm not here to debate that. I'm gonna say it how I was told. God made us all a certain way for a reason. Man, embrace yourself. Love yourself. Who cares what you look like? Who cares what you talk like? Who cares about any of that shit? Who cares about what kind of shoes you got on? Put your buddies on, lace them bitches up tight, stick your chin up and stick your chest out and walk into wherever you're going to get your job or do. Man, if you're going to get your groceries,
bro, I got a gut in front of mine. Like, my chest don't come out too far.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying though. Like
my gut sticks out.
I tell my kids that, like, be confident in yourself. Like, don't be cocky. Be confident. Like, approach the world, approach everything you do in the world the same way. Like, you know what you're doing, but not so much that you won't take advice from somebody. You understand? Like that's the best way I could put it.
100%. Ain't no other way of doing it.
see my doctor bill from back surgery. I'm glad mine was under work. Oh yeah, yeah. Now I'm going through this thing where I have to like file for Cobra, which is my insurance ran out because I've been paying my work insurance because my boss did a temporary layoff so I could get like I get the COVID unemployment, or I did. It's gone now, but man, that's why the struggle is began for real, and which I couldn't work before, and I'm just now where I can. But we getting after it. Day one, where I felt like I could pick up something heavy, I was gone, and I'm not even like I'm not going back to my old job. Like I was made there too, man. Like I made pretty good money, like for where we live. Like people, I tell them what money I make, and they're like, "Well, that's not that good." But like, see, people don't get it. Like different states and different places, man, it costs different to live. Like making $20 an hour in Memphis is good money, but making $20 an hour in New York City is shit money. You understand what I'm saying? And
100%.
that's kind of how the states are built that way, you know. But I make pretty good money here, man. I get quarterly bonuses. I make around I don't know, 62 grand a year, something like that for the place I've worked for the last 10 years. I had to build myself to that though. Like I literally went from 35 to 62 since I've worked there. And like, man, everything I do, I hustle, I grind, man. Like you know, I've ate a lot of shit sandwiches with that company to get to where I'm at, man. And I just like, I'm to the point where, man, I don't want to go back there anymore. Like my boss's son took over the business. I'm like a good 15 to 20 years older than this kid. And like, I don't know, man. It's hard to tell somebody's been doing something for 10 years how to do their job. And man, I had enough, man. I've swallowed more shit sandwiches than I want to swallow with that place. So I'm finding myself again, man. Like finding yourself at 37 is a weird ass thing to
No, I
do.
get it.
Like I've already been to college, man. Like I've already done all that. You know what I mean? But I'm thinking about going back again, man, for some computer stuff and different things, man, to help me out with, some of this. Like and that's crazy to think about that. Like, no, I don't expect this to be a job, but yes, I would put in the school and the effort if I needed it, if this became a job, if that makes sense. Like, and if not, I'll use that school in somewhere else, and I'll try to get me a job, doing some kind of tech stuff.
Yeah,
And
that's how I was too, man. Like, cause I was at
Drew John's in the same spot.
I did landscaping for like 7 years, and then
Oh man,
the boss just became like he forgot who did all the shit work and who spent
yeah. Whose
16
back's
hours,
broke because of
17 hours a day out in the fucking sun. You know what I mean? Like he forgot
oh
about
yeah,
that stuff, and then it was just like he didn't want to pay me unemployment, and because he didn't bring me out during the winter when it snowing or bring me in to get some type of hours. He want to pay me
yeah,
that, so he
man.
went to fight for it, and then I was just like, he wanted to bring me back after a little bit, and I'm just like, bro, I'm done.
It's crazy, man.
Like,
Because
well, like I was running the lawn crew and all that shit, and he was only paying me $10 an hour. I went to him, I said, look, I need a raise, man. Like I got kids at home, bro. I got 2 kids. I
that's
got
right.
rent. You know what I mean? And it was like $10 definitely don't cut it. You know what I mean? Especially when
Oh
you
no,
get paid every 2 weeks.
I've
So
been there.
I'm like, look, he's like, well, how much do you want? I said, I want 14 an hour. And that's all I was asking for at that time. Cause at that time it was still good. 14 an hour was good.
Right.
And he was like, I can't do it. He goes, I can do 12. I'm like, I'm done, bro. I'm good. And then I just left and I went to
I get
FedEx.
it. Like everything,
I went to
it's a
FedEx, man.
business.
I went to FedEx and well, he gave the next guy stepped right in and gave him the money. Gave him like $17 an hour.
Because he finally figured out he's gonna have to pay somebody to get quality work, man. That's the thing is like I don't want anybody to take this the wrong way. I'm not being racist at all. I've met a bunch of Canadian people on Twitch. A bunch. And they are the coolest people I've ever met. So down to earth, so ready to party, man. They're freaking rock stars, man. Murphy D, Deekster, Luch, all these guys I've met. Like, they're great. Well, my boss is Canadian. Like, and I've even told Murphy D and maybe Deekster too. Like, I talk to them regularly. And man, I've probably told, I know I've told Murphy D and I've maybe told Deekster this too. But like, I was like, when I met y'all and I found out y'all were Canadian, like, I was just blown away by how nice y'all was because my boss is Canadian and he's a dick. Like he's not nice. Like I mean, he does not appreciate shit. Like that's how I feel. Like I hope he's watching right now. I'm not coming back to work, by the way. I'm going to do other things, but like I'm just man. Like I don't get it. Like I don't get putting in. Like I've put in a lot of effort, man. And yeah, it showed a little bit. You know, it took a long time to get a raise, and then I got a few raises within like a year and a half, and then it's slowly escalated from there, and we started getting quarterly bonuses. And man, I make decent money there, but like I break my back day in and day out. All I do is pick up diesel exhaust over and over and over again. Man, I want to be around for my kids for as long as I possibly can. Like I know they're gonna need me. And I want to be there for them, no matter what. Like I don't drink much. Like I don't smoke cigarettes anymore, which I do smoke my electronic vape, but like I feel 4,000 times better smoking that. And like I want to be around for them, and breaking your back every day. I don't like my dad died early, and most of my male relatives in my families died early, and they all broke their backs for a living day in and day out. And it's not that I don't want to work hard, because man, I'm doing plumbing right now and it's not light work, but it's just not repetitive picking up heavy stuff
Yeah,
over and
right.
over and over again. And it's a trade, man. Like I'll take my knowledge. I've got a couple years of plumbing under my belt off and on that I've done with my particular friend who's probably in bed right now, who was supposed to come through and watch. But shout out to my bud Lynn, man, for hooking me up with the job and getting me where I'm getting paid at the moment. Because if it wasn't for that, man, like we would be calling the mortgage company like, "Hey, we need a deference. Like, can we get some COVID relief around here?" So, I
Hey.
mean, I swear, somebody's got their hand on my shoulder at all times, man, because I'm blessed. Like, no matter how bad it gets, like something always jumps off for me and gets it where like I'm not struggling, or at least, hey, we got food and all the bills are paid. Like, and that's all I can ask for. Like, I don't need a lot in life, man. Like, I'm just not one of them people that like, yeah, when we're balling, man, and money's good, yeah, I'll go buy us a new 75-inch TV because we need a new TV or whatever, or I want the new kind. But we're balling and we got it like that, and I got money, saved, and I got money to spend, and that's fine. And if we're not, it's just part of it, I guess. Life goes up and down, but
Yes, it
man,
does. But
I'm one of those
that's how
people,
it
man.
works, though,
I'm
man.
always know it's going to get. It's always greener on the other side, and it's always going to get better, man. That's why
That's how it always
I stay
works, man. I mean,
positive,
like
man.
it's one of those things you learn how to adapt. You know what I mean? You always learn how to adapt and learn how to move through the world, and your ambition and your motivation keeps you above everything.
Oh yeah,
I'm the
man.
same. I'm the same way, man. Like if it gets tight, like I'm out. Like I'm out the house. Streams are going on hold, and I'm going out and making it happen. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
this is how it's
it is
going
what it
down.
is.
But I'm lucky. I'm lucky. I'm able to do this full time. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I'm just lucky. Like honestly, I'm lucky to be able to do it. Like get my kids involved sometimes. Get have my wife, like she didn't always support it. Like she was like, "Yo, this is a fucking joke." Like kind of like on the first of it, and she was just playing video games, da da da. And then finally, she seen that like that it took off a little bit, and there's an opportunity, and that it's consistent. That was her biggest thing, is like not having consistency with money coming in. You know what I mean? And now there's a consistency. I get paid once a month, and it's enough. I'm making with sponsorships and this stuff now. It's like I make what I made at FedEx
yeah. Hey,
before
I
I
mean
left there. You
that's
know what I mean? Like so,
hell
I'm
yeah.
making what I made there. So it's like working a part time job.
And you get to be with your family more than not, man, and that's a huge plus for
Oh
me. Like
yeah,
this whole pandemic, I'm not gonna lie, man. Like I'm cool. Just keep sending me $600 extra a week on the unemployment. Just let us all stay home for life, man. Like I know that's stupid, and that the world don't work that way, and you can't. But like, man, I've really enjoyed the extra time with my son and my wife and my daughters too. Like you just don't get that, man. Like when you work like 45, 50 hours a week at there, and then like if you're trying to do this stuff too, and like you're not at home doing it like me, like I know it's going to be a grind and a struggle and a takeaway from my family. That's why I try to like just any little thing that I can do to try to make it better, man. Like that's what I try to do. And it's it don't always work that way, because it don't always work out the way you want it to. Nothing does. But my old lady's very supportive, and my kids, they think it's stupid too. And my trying to explain, you tell me explain it to your wife, like you ought to explain it to my mom. She's like, hold on, you could play video games on camera in front of people and make money? Bullshit. Like,
well, that's how my wife was. Like my wife, my mom, and at first they were like, "What are you doing, dude? Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you like? You ain't doing shit." And I'm like, "Look, I had the opportunity. It's like a business. if it's my business, it takes time to get it going. You know what I mean? It's gonna take
Yeah.
time to build your audience, build people that trust you enough that want to sub to you and or donate to you, whatever they tend to do. Um, like this past Saturday, like that shit was nutty, man. Like
Yeah, that stream was wild.
that was, I couldn't have asked for anything better. Like we ended up, I think we ended the week with like 110 subs. Like I'm like, well, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
That'll work.
I don't ask for it. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just
Right. I mean, and
it just
that's
happens.
you know, and the people in this community, man, they're dope as hell. Like I love that people just they love to do it. Like I love that their people love to do it, man. Like don't don't spread love in this community. Don't drop biddies and don't gift subs and do that sort of thing if you're expecting something back out of it. Like that's what I want to tell people. Like, man, you should have looked at. I'm a good example because I used to never stream and I've been a part of the community for months before that, and I've always subbed to people and I've always dropped biddies and I've always did that sort of thing, man. Because I like Twitch and I like what this is. I like what people do. So like I support that. Like, and if I like you as a person, then I support you too. You know what I mean? And
100%.
like that's just how I feel about it. And like, yeah, man, like I don't want it. Like if you're coming to give me us gifts to sub or biddies because you want me to come and do the same thing in your channel, like don't do it, man. I don't want it. Like I don't want it from you because that's probably going to turn me to not even come to your stream, let alone come and drop you subs and biddies. And man, times are tight right now, especially with my family. And like, so like, don't anybody get discouraged. If my sub ran out, it'll get turned back on as soon as everything's rolling and everything's good again. Like, but like, I like do it for the right reasons. Like I spread all this love and I got known in the community before I ever picked up a camera and put it on me and
That's
play
how
video
I
games.
known you from. Known you from fucking around in Kep stream.
Yeah, and
That's
like
how I
I'm
first
a
met you.
big Kep supporter, man. Like I'll have to say, like if I had to, like there's two streamers that I probably support harder than anybody, and that would be Kep and J-Dub. Like, and which is really weird because they're like direct opposites, bro. Like they don't even get along. They're not peas and carrots. They're like whatever the opposite of peas and carrots is, man. I can't even think of a good
That'd be
analogy right now.
mush.
But yeah, they're
It's like
so
baby
different.
food.
But man, it's like I respect everybody's grind and everybody's like their way of thinking. Like, man, I don't care if you're liberal, I don't care if you're Republican, I don't care if you're Baptist or if you're freaking Catholic. I don't give a damn about none of that. Like, man, if you're cool with me, I'm cool with you. If you're black, you're white, you're Mexican, you're whatever. If you're cool with me, I'm cool with you. Like, if you don't disrespect me, I'm never going to disrespect you. Like, I have no reason to. But, and that also comes to the same sense. I don't care what color you are, where you come from. If you're fake, like, just stay the hell away from me, man, because I'm gonna call you out in front of everybody. Like I'm gonna let it known that you're fake, and then when like I see you, like if you're on Twitch, this is where I see a lot of the fakeness. Like if I see you on Twitch and I see you being fake, and you're one of my streamers that I consider a friend, like Kep or J-Dub or Smee or somebody like that, I'm gonna message that person and say, hey man, they're total full of crap, man. They're doing that so they're chasing clout, so you'll like go back to their stream or whatever. Like I'm gonna let it be known, like, because I don't agree with that, man. Like, there's no reason. Like, if you need your stream to be boosted that bad, then man, you need to work on yourself because you're the one streaming. Nobody else is making your stream pop. Like you do that. Y'all think
100%.
that Fiddler has 75 people in there with this short amount of streaming because he clout chases everything? No, it's because he makes it pop in there on his own. Like he does that himself. Not to brag on Finler or anything or shine on anybody else that's already getting so much shine. I'm not doing that. I don't want anybody to think that. I'm just saying Finler makes that pop in his own way. He created his own brand, his own way of talking to people, and there's at least 75 people almost every day in there that enjoy that and they like that and they like his interaction. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what it's about. Like,
yeah, but see, Fredo, the thing is you like the thing is with Twitch is people don't want to put the work in. They want like now times people just want shit handed to them. They want it easy. They don't get it. That's why I say there's a difference between a streamer and a content creator. The content creators are the ones out here grinding. They take time away from their family if they have one. They're out here trying to do YouTube. They're working on Twitter. They're on Instagram. They're on Facebook. They're doing all that shit. And like they're out here learning how to edit themselves, learning how to make their thumbnails by themselves. Like that's me. Like Sunday was the first time I sat here and I didn't do shit streaming, but I was still sitting here. I was sitting here. I did a YouTube video. I was sat here and I was doing all the stuff for the big charity event that's coming up Sunday. Like people don't really get the behind the scenes person of a content creator.
Right.
Streamers push the button and they go live. Content
Right.
creators are grinding different things. They're working on sponsorships. They're working on getting YouTube content out. And like, I didn't understand that shit when I first started. But as I grew, I knew what I wanted. And I'm like, well, look, I got to switch up. I got to go here, here, here. It's not just sitting on Twitch because it's not just going to happen through Twitch. Like, you got to go out and grind everything.
And that's the biggest thing, man. Like, man, if you don't, you're gonna have to stick your toes in the water in every situation that you can. Like,
100%.
if you don't have a Discord, get a damn Discord. Like, it's 2020. Everybody should have a Discord. Like, even if nobody's in your Discord, invite people, man. We'll all come to it. I'm in, like, I don't know, 30 Discords.
My Discord's right there, boys.
No, like, yeah, join Smees, man. Like, I mean, my whole thing is if you're not putting yourself out there, nobody knows who you are.
Yeah, I mean,
so the more places you put yourself out there, the more people is going to know who you are. I would love to start making YouTube videos, but that kind of goes with being away from the house more, here editing my video to make a YouTube video or a content video because I can't do it at my house. You know what I mean? So
I mean, I think it's going to come in time with you. I mean, you're working towards this stuff, and I mean, you just got to give yourself time. Don't be in a rush, man. Just learn. Take your time and learn. Take your time and learn it, because when you start rushing, bro, when you start rushing the content, the stuff you're trying to do, it gets clouded by the process that you could, like, the progress you could be making, and you get it, eventually you just get overwhelmed by it, and you're like, man, like, this is a lot, like, this is too much going on. But the way I've learned how to handle it is just take your time with it. Don't rush just take your time, learn, let it all come in, soak it in, adapt to it, and then you learn how to put it in place, so then your balance is good. Like, look, I got to get this out by this day. I got to get this out this day. Like, you can kind of get like a schedule going, how when this video is going to come out. Like, when I get done with this video get rendered instantly. It'll go and it'll be ready to go up tomorrow morning. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, that's how I do it. Because if I don't do that, I get behind. And then when you fall behind on that shit, that's when it gets real bad, because then it just starts stacking. Because then the next show is on Thursday. That one's got to get ready to go for Friday. And who knows what's going to come out of Friday's stream? You know what I mean? Because that's going to be my birthday stream. Like, this is how busy this fucking week is. And then we go in from there. And then I'm probably going to have to edit videos for the charity stream, because I'm sure we're gonna have some crazy stuff going on with that. And like, it's just, the process is unreal. Like I'm telling you guys, like, if you become a content creator, not just a streamer, there's more to it. Because like I said, you gotta make time for the kids, you gotta make time for your wife, you gotta make time for your house. Like, I'm remodeling a room right now. Like, so you gotta make time to get in there, sand the room down, mud it up, try to finish it. Like, I did that last night. I got done doing all this stuff with, like, the charity stream here, right? Got done with the charity stream, got done with doing all that stuff and getting done with videos and everything. Guess what I was doing at 9 o'clock last night? Mudding the fucking ceiling. You know what I mean? Like, until 12:30 in the morning. Like, it is a grind, bro. Like, it really seriously is. But I want to hit Shroom. Shroom asked a question. I don't know if it was towards me or you, but he said, would you consider yourself a niche streamer? Streamers like Madden is your bread and butter. I would consider myself Madden my bread and butter. 100%.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I asked Kep this question. I said, man, I named myself Broncoboy718. Just, it was kind of on a fly. I made a Twitch account just so I could get on there and watch some of the YouTubers, you know. I said, and then that was my name, and that's what everybody knew me by. I didn't want to change it. You know what I mean? Like, I got to know so many people so fast. I didn't want to change my name. I didn't know I was ever going to stream. You know what I mean? Well, when you stream with the name like Broncoboy718, you don't really have a lot of games you could throw in there. Like, I played Farm. I mean, like, you can. Like, if you're trying to hold a certain viewer level,
what's the game? Red Dead Redemption? You can
Oh
go
yeah, I
play
love
that
Red
and ride
Dead.
a fucking horse. Call yourself
Yeah,
Bronco Boy. What the fuck
I
you
guess that
mean?
makes sense too. But all my stuff's football related. Like all my emotes, like except for my ICG emote, like everything's related to the Broncos in some kind of way. Oh, I guess my no dog shit emote. That's just for the game of Madden itself. We don't want it to be dog shit. So
But yeah, I mean, like it's hard. Like when until you get to a certain build,
yo,
um,
Rob Gaming, what's up, buddy?
and Raw Dog can attest to this. Like you get certain to a certain game, like you build yourself in that game. I build myself. Like I came from Fortnite and Madden. I was Fortnite and Madden, but Fortnite was my thing. What up, J
Yeah.
Dub? So Fortnite was my thing when I first came in, and then I was like, I had to get away from it. So I got back into Madden and all that, and then like I found myself in Madden and had decent success in Madden. So I stayed here. I never moved, and it's one of those things is if you don't have your community built to a certain number, it's hard to go into a different game because your community is not built in that game. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
that's like when you see it when J Dub, you see it when Cap, you see it when those guys that have their communities that are solid, they got a solid foundation around them. Even when they go play a different game that's not Madden,
They even struggle.
they go into it. Like Cap runs with 200 people easy, and when he's playing Madden, and
Yeah.
he goes to baseball, he runs with maybe 60,
Yeah.
70. And then if he goes and play COD, he's running maybe the 50s to 60s.
Yeah.
J Dub
Exactly
goes to
right.
Halo, he drops out of the mid hundreds down to the 90s, to the 80s. It's a shitty thing that we
I
can't
don't,
go
and I
out
hate
and
that, man.
play a game that we want to play.
Yeah, I
We're
hate that.
stuck in our directory. You know what I mean? If we want to make
I hate that because like I support them guys, like especially the two that you name. Like I support them like there's no tomorrow, and it doesn't matter what they're playing. I'm not. I don't, dude. I don't watch the gameplay. I could give two shits if J Dub is losing a Madden game. I could give two shits if J Dub's getting popped in the head on Halo over and over again. I'm not there to watch the gameplay, dude. If I come to your stream to watch gameplay, I must be drunk, like, or like really, really trying to learn something because man, that ain't why I'm here. Like, if I enjoy hanging out in your chat, I enjoy the chat. First of all, the people in the chat, I like to what you have to say, and then you make relationships with these people. Like, man, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I
Jay
mean,
has
but
gameplay.
well, that's the thing. That's the thing I kind of try to preach myself is that if you're inside it, if you're inside these chats and stuff like that, don't just be there to, like you said earlier, chase clout or anything like that. And
That's right.
like these new streamers coming in, like they're like, oh well, what's the best thing I can do? I said, don't hit the live button. Go get in the community, get to know people, get to get
I
to
cannot
really
explain this to people, man. Like, they just don't get it. Like,
because
some of them
people
playing it.
you got to understand generation now, and you got to understand they don't come from where we came from. You know what I mean? We got
Right.
brought up tough. We got like, look, if you want something, you got to bust your ass, go get it. And that's not there. It's not really there anymore because it's, hey, look, give me this. You know what I mean? Like, I deserve this, or that feeling of things. I'm like, no, man, like you don't deserve shit. Like nobody that pushes a live button deserves anything. Like we're not meant to get everything. If if you want it, work for it. It'll happen. I mean,
People think they're just
ScoMo is
gonna
one of
hit
the
that
biggest
button.
ones I look up to. Like ScoMo is my dude. Like I followed
Oh yeah.
ScoMo. I've been following ScoMo for 3 years. I followed him from when he was at, like, I think I started following him. He was at 25,000 people following him on YouTube, and now almost at 100K. So like if you
Yep.
want it, go get it. You gotta work for it. It's not like this game is not gonna be for everybody. Not everybody's gonna make it. Like I may never be partner, but am I cool where I'm at? Yeah, I'm definitely cool where I'm at because I've worked hard to be where I'm at.
Right.
And I have a great group of people around me. I have a great group of friends. I got guys that I'm close with that have my phone number and we talk daily basis. And like would I change that for a purple check mark? Not there's not a chance in hell that I would take that check mark over that. Like
Oh yeah.
that is my thing, man. Like I'd rather have that awesome relationship, a friend that, hey, look, I'm having a tough time right now. Like I just need to talk. Like, will you listen? And you got those guys. Like, and it's crazy that you can get that through a gaming platform, and that's what makes it. That's what makes it great. Like me and you, like we're sitting here having a simple conversation. Where the fuck else are you doing that? Like you can't like you're not doing that anywhere else. Like
I know, man, and that's like
you're in
you asking
Tennessee,
me
you know what I mean? Like you're
like
in
3
Tennessee, I'm
months
in
ago, would
PA.
I be sitting here? Nah, I would have been like, no, man, I probably won't ever stream due to my internet, and the issues or whatever. I said I always wanted to since the first time I saw it, but man, like a lot of these guys, and like a lot of people just don't know how good they have it. Like just simple things, man. Like they just take it for granted. Like don't take it for granted, man. Appreciate what you got. And like ScoMo is one of those people that made it. Yeah, hey, you people look at him and the jealousy. I'm sure it comes into play with some people. Like I'm just not that guy.
Yeah, I mean, I
That
think jealousy
man is
lies
grinded.
across it.
Yeah, I mean, that guy has grinded himself to get where he's at, man.
100%.
Like,
I
you
mean,
know
like
what I mean? Like,
every
that shit didn't happen overnight, and nobody handed him nothing. Like,
most
I
people that
guarantee
do
that.
it do grind. You know what I mean? Like, I mean,
That's
look at like the OG network. You can't go
yeah.
wrong
I mean,
there. You mean like you got
yeah,
a great group of people. I mean, you had what 3 people out of that group get partnered last year.
right.
Why? Because they worked together as a group to figure out a way to get it done.
Oh yeah,
And when they worked as a group, they got it fucking done. You got Rhino partnered, you got J Dub partnered, you got Digital Champion partnered. Like they
yeah. I mean,
fucking
you're
did it
talking about
right,
guys
bro.
that's been doing it for years, man. And like it's like everybody says. Like, I think it gets some of the I like to call them the OGs because I mean that's what they are. The streamers that were way before a lot of us, and I don't consider myself, people call me an OG because I'm just older than a lot of these guys. But
Hey, I'm 30. I'm
like,
36 this Friday.
yeah, I know
So
me and
I'm
you are the
with
same
you.
age. I'm just saying, like, like Findler and some of these other guys, they call me OG because I'm 10 to 15 years older than these
Hey,
guys. But like the OG streamers, like not the OG network, just streamers in general, people that's been at it for years at a time. J Dub, Cap, all them, like they all kind of, like it took them a lot of damn work to get the
yeah.
partner, you know what I mean? And
That's
you
how I
see
feel
some of
now.
these hot rockets come in and they're getting all these viewers right off the jump because they've, come in and they're, I don't know how they're getting, if they just like them that much or if they're going in chats and kind of saying, hey, I'm about to go live and kind of stealing some viewers or whatever, however they're doing it. I talk to some of these
I
older
mean,
guys,
but you
and it
also got
irks them like, and it should, like, why wouldn't it? Because they work their ass off to get partnered,
but some of
and
the
you got
times you got to
guys that
look
are
at
like,
it this way. You got to look at it 2 ways though, because some of these guys are fucking entertaining. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like some people have it. Like there's 3 types of guys out here. You got the guy that can entertain. You got the
yeah,
guy that has the fucking gameplay. And then you have the
yep,
guy that has both of them. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And like Findler came out of nowhere to me. I didn't know who he was. Comes out of
oh yeah,
nowhere, explodes. But he's entertaining, entertainment, and he can play the game. So he
yeah,
kind of has the it factor, which he has
yeah.
both
I
of
mean,
those things. You know what I mean? So
he's good at
that's gonna
keeping attention,
levitate,
man, for
bro.
sure.
Like it's gonna get those. It's gonna get your attention. You're gonna want to watch him play because you can learn something from him.
Oh yeah,
And it's just it's an explosion that happens. It's a Dr. Disrespect thing. You know what I mean? He has both.
yeah,
He entertains the shit out of you, and he can play the fucking game at the top level.
yeah. I agree. I
When
mean,
you have that ability, of course you're gonna get seen. Does it suck that somebody like that you worked your ass off and somebody comes in and goes? If you're that person, you can't be humble about it because it's
right,
that way. Everybody's story is different. Everybody is gonna get there a different way.
right,
November is 3 years for me. I have every fucking thing done. I've had it done for partner. All I have to do is
right,
get my average back to 75 and hold it the fuck up there, and I'm partnered. You know what I mean? Like
right.
I've already broken the average. I've had the average. I have it all. I applied 6 times for it already and been denied.
Yeah.
So like it's one of those
And
things.
that's what I've been told by a lot of the guys, man. Is like, it's you apply for it a bunch before they okay it.
I mean, like,
You got to keep grinding and keep that viewership up through all
and
those
that's the
denials.
thing is he you got to decide, do you want it or do you not? Like you mean like because it sucks and it really plays with your mental state. It will put you in spots that you're not used to. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But that just when you get there and you continue to keep going and you get better and you work really hard, it shows you what like it shows you how tough you really are and shows you your mentality and your capacity It's like, look, this dude wants this. He's not going nowhere. He's not backing down. Doesn't matter
Yeah.
what his view has just been to. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
always say, I fucked my shit up. Like I did that to myself because I got unhumble and I thought I deserved something. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I lost sight of it. But I know, look, I got to come in and I got to do this shit. And if I want to get there, I got to do it this way. And that's what I've been doing. Like I'm not worried about it. Like I've seen over the last week where the stream's been. So hopefully that's rolling into Madden 21 and it
Yeah.
happens.
And I'm
If
sure
it
with
doesn't
Madden,
happen, doesn't happen. Like I said, I'm pretty comfortable where I'm at. Do I want to make it better? Hell yeah, I want it better.
unless you're a pretty girl with 500 viewers a stream.
I'm
Yeah.
getting ready to dress Rafe up as a girl and put him one stream for me. The big set of boobs and I'm gonna angle the camera, bang, in there. My wife said she'd do it for him, but I was like, nah, we ain't doing that.
Hey, yeah.
She said,
I'll tell you all
she's
that
like, I'll
goes.
sit beside you and we'll. And I was like, what?
I
She's
made
like,
a joke one night. My old lady got a little irritated with me. I was like, I'll just have my old lady stand there and twerk while I'm streaming. That way, maybe I can get big quick like some of these guys do. I got hit a couple times for that. So
I'm sure.
yeah, but yeah, it's crazy. You turn it on sometimes in the morning. There's this girl that does like cosplay and paints herself on
Oh
stream.
yeah, I watch. There's one that I watch, but she's really fucking good. And I just like watching her do it. I'm like, yo, how did you just
She's
transfer
cold
this
with
shit in?
painting. Like, don't get me wrong, she's super talented with the body paint or whatever. But I'm just like, there's people literally like just throwing money at her, and I know
Yeah.
there's like guys in there that just like sitting there watch her because she don't have a shirt on, she's painting herself or whatever, you know. And I'm like, man, I just ain't never been
Give
that
me
desperate
1
or that
second.
alone. I don't guess.
I gotta run to the restroom real quick.
Jay has gameplay, Rafe. You're an ass. Shmee. I missed something Stream Goon said earlier I meant to reply to. Seemed like somebody I could hung the steps with, threw the ball around when I was younger. I'm hooked. Yo, Shroom Goon, come on through, hit that follow button, man. Hang out. Only reason anybody knows who Rafe is because he's obnoxious. I totally don't get that Amarath. Yeah, I think that's the one I'm talking about, Rafe. I have a different name for her, but I'm not going to say it on Smee's channel. I think that is the one I'm talking about. She does like the elves and stuff. Like, I'm a mod in 12 tit streamers. So, team, how did you pull that off? Must have been real nice.
That was rough. I couldn't hold it no more. That gallon of water had to come out.
Yeah, I know all about that, man. I didn't bring nothing to drink with me this time, and I'm not one of those people to go out there and be like, "Hey, can I have something to drink?" Even though you already let me use your house to stream out of, and all this other stuff.
But guys, if you don't have any more questions for Bronco, we're probably gonna let him get out of here since he does gotta go home and hang out with the family, all that good stuff. But guys, we have Thursday. Who do we have Thursday? I want to say it's Stony. I want to say Stony. I want to say it's Stony on here. Not positive. Let me check. Yeah, it's Stony. We have Stony. Stony will be on here Thursday, and then Monday we have Busty, and we have Average Joker, then we have Drunken Lycan, and then we head into September. And September is starting to fill up a little bit. We actually have we're gonna start out September with Silent Ninja and then Finler. So we have a great group of guys coming up. And like I said, Thursday we have Stony, and then Friday we have the birthday stream. And then Saturday we have the big charity event with a whole bunch of streamers involved. I mean, we have a bunch. I don't even know who. I can't remember everybody. I know we have PA Tony's involved, Meese Mode. We have What the Fuck Gamepad, JG, Drag XO Dragons Bad, Raw Dogs in it, Rob Gaming's in it, Finn, Felony One Gaming, token assassins in it. We have there's a group of like 10 of us that have shirts. I couldn't get any more shirts for the other people because of COVID. It kind of like messed with their budget from the place. But that will start at 10 a.m. on Saturday. That's a 24-hour stream. And if the hype is real, guys, that thing will go as long as I could possibly hold out. I've held out for 36 hours already one time straight. So I'm down. If it's popping and we're getting donos and shit's rocking for this charity, we'll make it happen. There is a bunch of giveaways going down. Manscaped, my sponsor, actually has donated a $200 package. It's a really nice package, and it has some really nice shit in it. And I'm telling you, it's. I was like, man, if I can keep this for myself, I'm keeping it. Yeah, and let's see what else we have, and then we also have an awesome, generous person matching whatever we raise. So if we raise 2,000, the donation will turn to 4,000. So my goal is to hit $5,000 and turn it into $10,000.
Hell yeah!
So that's what I really want. It's set at 2,000 for the goal, but hopefully we take it beyond that. And like I said, we're gonna be playing. Madden drops Friday, so you're gonna get a shit ton of Madden for me. I'll probably be bouncing between PC, the Xbox, PS4. So I have 30 hours worth. I'll have at least 30 hours worth of Madden off of EA Access. So, but like I said, guys, I appreciate you guys stopping by. I appreciate you guys stopping by and giving him his love and getting to learn a little bit more about Bronco Boy. All his links and all that good stuff will be in the description below the video once we get it uploaded on to YouTube. So make sure you guys click those, follow him, turn your notifications on, give him a watch, see if he's your cup of tea. He may not be, may be. And if he's not, then so be it. But at least give him a shot. You know, I mean, I give him a shot.
I just want to say thanks again, man. Thanks for having me on here. It was a blast. I had mega fun. And I want to say thank you to all my ICG brothers, man. I've seen you in here all night. Rafe, SEAL Team, Shroom Goon, Nogs, anybody, Captain Joe, Drunken Like, and anybody I missed, man. Yo, appreciate y'all coming through, man, showing me love. Like, y'all don't get, like, I really, really appreciate it. Like, I'm not one of these guys who's like, oh, man, thanks so much for, I really appreciate it. Like, when you're trying to build something and do something, man, and the guys come through every single day and support you no matter what you're doing, man, it really gets to me, and I appreciate that, man.
For real. Guys, be on the lookout too. We have more invites coming out. Like I said, there's nothing to earn these ways onto the stream team. This is just to put a whole bunch of us guys that support each other. And there's different people in there from different games, like COD. There's guys in there from that play WoW and all types of different stuff. So, like I said, it's strictly just to get us all in one spot. It makes it a little bit easier for us to be able to go through streams and find who's live instead of having to scroll through 100 million fucking things. Click the fucking name. Boom. You see everybody. So there will be them out there. You guys do have the choice if you guys want to accept or say no to it. Not going to hurt my feelings. It's there to help you guys and help each other grow. So that's the goal. So be on the lookout. They will pop up in your emails. So if you be lucky and get one now, just accept it. It's like, nah, I'm playing, guys. But nah, like it doesn't matter. Like I said, guys, it doesn't matter if you guys have a crew or anything like that. Like we have different crews in there. Like I said, we got people from the BCOT, the 8XXGs in there. I think we might even have an IGC guy in there. I can't remember. I think there's one in there maybe. But there, like I said, still you'll be putting the be right back screen up every time you fucking go live. As soon as you go live, it'll be like, be right back.
It'd be like, hold on 1 second, break his Madden disc and be like, well, I guess I can't stream anymore, guys.
Like I broke it. I broke my shit.
Still, you stick to race car driving, brother. We don't need you in the walls in the stream room.
Like I said, guys, like if they come out to you guys, I'd love to have you guys in there. I want to have this bitch big. Like I want to make this a big ass, just one big ass team, and we just rock out and help each other go through it, man. But Bronco Boy, appreciate you again, man. Go home, spend some time with your kids, your wife. I'm sure she's ready for you to get there. You might have dinner sitting there waiting for you, possibly. I don't know if she's that nice or not, but
I'm the chef.
Jeez.
I used to be a chef, so I kind of just got put into that.
You're stuck.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I am stuck.
But guys,
she knows it though. She cleans.
Another question: Did you guys like the new names underneath it on the stream? I think they fit. I think they fit a little bit better than the old ones.
I didn't even notice that. I like that. It does look good.
I was like, I seen it when I was doing it. I was like, oh, we need to put those in now. Like that's what took me so long. I was sitting here changing everything. But guys,
you weren't looking for me.
Yep, like I said, appreciate you guys. Appreciate you, Bronco Boy.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna go into probably some Madden here, but we're gonna end this here. So, guys, be on the lookout. 7 p.m. Eastern time. Thursday, we have the man, Stoney.
Yo, appreciate it again, man.
Yes, sir.
Peace out, everybody. Have a good evening.
Later on.